thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Coming out with it, it's Simon. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. From the gun, it's Russell. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hill. Out wide right, it's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Turns it upfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Open on the left side is Smith. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. Give to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Out wide left, it's Smith. Snags it, and he's open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quarterback changing the play. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. They bring him down. The option 1-2 perfection, and it will move the chains.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guys, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Hill. Snags it. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
As so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays, well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first and goal situation, opening drive masterpiece.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arkansas! The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Looking long. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the ground game. Makes the tackle. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Sets his feet, it's Hill. Right side, it's Watkins. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't
snags it, and there's running room. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right?
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the back. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The run inside. It's Russell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith takes the handoff. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab in their space. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Hunt down Razorbacks. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing Manning. Out wide right, it's Coleman. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Drops back. It's Manning. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Russell. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll send the back in motion. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Swamped immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Caught! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To throw. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harrington. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Selling the fake. Fires to the middle. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Left side is Smith. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down. I want to pass the football. Nobody open. I got this. I can take off. I trust myself. And he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just put his snout down, sharpened up those horns, and run through the defense. Another touchdown for this Hog running back.
I mean, how awesome is it? You know it's coming. You know he's the featured guy, but that's how good Arkansas is up front. Able to pave lanes, play physical, and just run the dang football.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he's not going to take the touch. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Arkansas head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Razorbacks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Sayin. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Second and long here. Say it. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Saying from the gun on third down. Looking to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watch film all week long. We've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
On the return, it's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick give. It's Russell. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 20. For the first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tight end now in motion. Tells to run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Brown. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
Run in the red zone. It's Russell. All over him immediately.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Straight ahead, it's Smith. They put the brakes on it.
Man, a lot of lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing, say it. Spits it out to the back. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Right down the middle. Out wide right, it's Johnson. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Turns up, it's Johnson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Say it. Look out. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Buckeyes in the hurry up.
Yeah.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Tough run here, it's Jackson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Get them niggas.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Here's Satan to throw. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Saying to throw for it on fourth. Touchdown, Buckeye! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return.
Who really thinks their life is going to play their kids?
Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there.
Yeah, I take it serious. I'd have beat your ass, but that's not to say that.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Running inside. It's Smith. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Right side, it's Watkins. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a track.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Rush is on. He's going to take off. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Got the first himself. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Arkansas. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Number 30, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He's going for it all. It's a deep grab. Ohio State calls in second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right, a 41-yarder from the left hash. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Deep in the end zone, it's Watkins. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly.
Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes it move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hits inside. It's Russell. There he goes. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here comes the heat. And he gets it away.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Offense here just trying to outflank the defense on third down, trying to get the ball to their running back on the point.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They get to him as he throws. It's caught. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Makes it, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
That's good. He's just going down the road.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
He had the perfect way to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Hits the hole, it's Jackson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in.
down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run him again. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice?
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, say it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Breaks into the open. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So here they are, a chance to put together a game-winning drive and a tie game in the final moments. Moves the pocket. It's Hill. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
Second down, going to throw it. He uncorks one deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
No room to bring it back. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Sayed. Moving out to the right. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed.
Caught. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They've got the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Got the back over the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it way down the field. Finds a seam. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Motion from the wideout. Throw it, say it. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man, knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. 2nd down coming up. Saying he wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his...
Makes the grab on the left side. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Sayin to throw. Going downfield for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Left side, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. They were all over it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Going for it all. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. Got room